जगन्नाथो मद्गुरुः श्री जगद्गुरुः मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा कृपालु गुरवे नमः। ब्रजे वसन्तं नवनीतचौरम् गोपाङ्गनानां चदुकूलचौरम् अनन्तजन्मार्जितपाप चौरम् चौराग्रगण्यं पुरुषं नमामि। नमः कमलना भाय नमः कमल मालिने नमः कमल पादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षण यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तग्वं ह देवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। Today we will go into the Man Madhuri of Prem Ras Madira, number 16, pad number 16. And others, you will look at the screen and please follow after me. एक अनहोनी बात, हाँ बात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो। एक अनहोनी बात, हाँ बात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो। एक अनहोनी, एक अनहोनी बात, हाँ बात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो। एक अनहोनी बात, अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो। हिलिमिली काली निकुंज मंजू बिच, हिलिमिली काली निकुंज मंजू बिच, हिलिमिली काली निकुंज मंजू बिच, हिलिमिली काली निकुंज मंजू बिच। रहे दो बतरात बतरात, एक अनहोनी
सुनो रहे दो बतरात बतरात एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो
एक अनहोनी बात, हाँ बात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो
एक अनहोनी बात, हाँ बात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो.
A gopi is telling a very close friend, another gopi, she's saying, Sakhi, something very unique happened today. I saw something very unique. Swamini Ju and Lal Ju, Radha and Krishna, are always performing pastimes and ever new pastimes. Nit Navleela karte hain Yugal Sarkar. That is something that all the gopis know. All their gopis are filled, all their pastimes, leelas are filled with sweetness. But today something very unusual happened. What happened? I saw Radha and Krishna, and you know the gopis do not call them Radha and Krishna. They'll say Ladali Ju, Lal Ju. They'll say Kishori and Kishore, like that. So Radharani's father is a very important man in the village in Barsana. He's the chief. And so they call her Swamini Ju. She's a princess. She is Kishori Ju because she's always very youthful. So Swamini Ju, they are her servants. All the gopis are the servants of Radharani. They serve her. But she is very innocent-hearted and she is very compassionate, very merciful, very humble. So she considers the gopis as her friends. She considers them her friends, and they consider her to be a friend, but also a Swamini. They all serve her. They serve her in many different ways. So one of the gopis is telling the other, what happened was that Radha and Krishna were in Nibhrit Nikunj. There is Kunj, there is Nikunj, there is Nibhrit Nikunj. The very green space where there are clusters of trees. Kunj, grove. Kunj means grove. And then the trees become more dense and there's more privacy. Simply that is called Nikunj. It's even more private. And Nibhrit Nikunj is even more, very dense foliage there, and you cannot see inside. It's very private. That's Nibhrit Nikunj. So all the gopis with Radha and Krishna, they are in Kunj. And then only the Ashtamaha Sakhis, Lalita, Vishakha, Chitra, Rangadevi, Sudevi, Champaklata, Indulekha, and Tungavidya, they get to go to, they get to participate in the Leelas, Radha and Krishna's Leelas in the Nikunj. Because these 8 Sakhis are more privileged than the rest. They have come straight from Golok with Radha and Krishna. And then Nibhrit Nikunj, that's the most private part of the groves. That is only available to Radha and Krishna. Only Radha and Krishna go there, not even the 8 Mahasakhis. So the 8 Mahasakhis kind of keep guard over there. They stay outside of Nibhrit Nikunj in case Radha and Krishna may need something from them. They may need some seva. They may need the gopis to do something for them. So the gopis are always right outside. They don't go inside. They don't know what's going on inside, but they stay on the outside. So the gopi says, Radha and Krishna, Swamini Ji and Lal Ju, they were in the Nikunj, and they were in the beautiful Nikunj, and they were both talking, they were laughing, they were smiling, they were joking around. Oh, that's very nice. Yes, and but that's nothing special. That they do that every time. But you say something very unique happened. Well, what happened? And the gopi says, I'll tell you what happened. औचक उर संकल्प दुहन के,
औचक उर संकल्प दुहुन के,
औचक उर संकल्प दुहन के,
औचक उर संकल्प दुहुन के,
भयो एक संग रात, हाँ रात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
भयो एक संग रात, हाँ रात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
आजु करो हो मान अकारन,
आजु करो हो मान अकारन,
आजु करो हो मान अकारन,
आजु करो हो मान अकारन।
हसीन बात, हाँ हसीन बात बढ़ी जात, बढ़ी जात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
हसीन बात बढ़ी जात, बढ़ी जात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
एक अनहोनी, एक अनहोनी बात, हाँ बात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
एक अनहोनी बात, हाँ बात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
Sakhi, they were talking to each other, laughing, smiling, embracing one another, so loving towards one another, and all of a sudden, both of them thought, I should do man, I should get angry with her. And Radharani thought, I should get angry with him. So Radharani thought, I should do man, I want to become manini. Man and manini, these are very special words. When Radharani is displeased with her beloved Shamsundar, she goes into a state of man, where she does not wish to see Shamsundar, she does not wish to hear his name, she does not want anyone to plead on his behalf, she wants nothing to do with him, she washes her hands of him. So she goes into a state of man, and she becomes manini. That's when she's called manini, the one who does man. And when she becomes manini, Thakurji trembles with fear. He literally trembles, because he knows that he would not get to see her, he will not get to speak with her, he will not have the opportunity to embrace her until she comes out of this man. And he's always, he has committed some offense. Thakurji जानते हैं कि मैंने अपराध तो किया है, और किशोरी जी ने मान किया है, ये बनता है, उनका मान तो बनता है क्योंकि मैं अपराधी हूँ. लेकिन अब अपराध किया और उसके बाद जब वो मान करने लगी, मानिनी बन गई, अब थर थर कांपते हैं. कभी इससे बात करते हैं, तू जाना बात करना, मेरी तरफ से मनाना, हे ललिते, हे विशाखे, इस तरह से सखियों की हाहा खाते हैं, यानी याचना करते हैं सखियों से. So Shri Krishna, when Radharani does man, he is in a very bad state. He's very, very afraid. because Radharani looks very, very angry at that time. She's not, she doesn't look that merciful at that time. She's just looking very angry. And so Shri Radharani has done man countless times, but today Thakurji thought, I also want to do man. Maharajji, there's a kirtan in which Maharajji says, Lali jab मान करे लाल की हो वाणी बंद और लाल जब मान करे लाली डोले निर्द्वंद. When Radharani does man, then Thakurji is left speechless. He doesn't know what to say, what to do. But when he does, if he ever decides to do man, Radharani doesn't even notice. She just goes about her business as always. When she's angry with him, he is in a bad state. When he gets angry, she doesn't even find out. And she just goes about doing whatever she does. So today, Thakurji has also thought, I want to do man. And both of them had the same thought at the exact same moment. So that's very unique, isn't it, Sakhi? Radharani thought, आज तो मैं अकारण मान करूँगी. ठाकुर जी ने भी उसी समय सोचा, आज तो मैं अकारण मान करूँगा. I will go into man without a reason, thought Radharani. Shri Krishna at the same moment thought, I will go into man for no reason whatsoever. Akaran, like they're causelessly merciful. They're merciful without a reason. Today they're thinking, we will go into man, state of man, without a reason. There's no reason for me to be angry with him. There's no reason for me to be angry with her, but I will get angry. And she's thinking, I will get angry. Now, many a time, Shri Krishna has been in trouble. Radharani has gone into man. Once, Lalita Sakhi goes to Radharani and says, please forgive him. Forgive him, won't you? And Radharani said, I want you to get out of my sight. I don't want to see you either, Lalite, because you are on his side. So I have nothing to do with you. You're on his side. Maharaj says, Kabahu karahat paksha pyari ke, kabahu paksha banwari ke. Right? Sometimes I'm on the side of Radharani, sometimes I'm on the side of Shyamsundar. So Radharani says, you're on his side. You're pleading on his behalf, so get out of here. And Lalita says, but Swamini Ju, what concern do I have with him? Nothing. Who is he to me? He's nothing to me. You are my everything. I'm concerned with you. Because when you're in the state of man and you're looking so miserable, you're so sad, I just want to see you smiling. That's why I have come to you. I don't care about him, she says. And she says, even if I have some concern with him, it's only because of you. Because you love him, that's why I have some concern with him. Otherwise, who is Shyamsundar? Who cares? Lalita says this and tries to appease Radharani, tries to get her out, to come out of that angry state. Lalita makes up some wild stories trying to get Radharani to be normal. And she says, oh, the marks, nail marks you saw, like fingernail marks on his body. Oh no, that's not because he was at Chandravali's house. No. You know how mischievous he is? Yes. Well, he went to the Yamuna yesterday. He went to the shore of the Yamuna, and there were so many monkeys there, because monkeys are always there. So he started fighting with the monkeys. What? He started fighting with the monkeys. And there was only one of him and so many monkeys. They attacked him. And they attacked him with their claws. And that's why he has all these scratches all over his body. Oh, really? Yes. But he didn't have his flute on him. The flute is as dear to him as his very soul. And so where did he leave what happened to his flute? He left it at Chandravali's, didn't he? Oh no, Kishoriju. The monkeys took it away. And they took his pitambar too? Yes, that's what I was going to say next. They took his yellow silky cloth, upper cloth, pitambar. They took that away. And they took his flute away. And so he had to go home and he had to take Maiya's chunari, and then he came to you. That's why he was wearing the red chunari, Kishoriju. You are so innocent, and you are very innocent, but you also have a very bad habit of going into Maan again and again. You do Maan entirely too often now. And you are very innocent, so you misunderstand him a lot. And Radharani, when Lalita speaks so cleverly, then she says, I suppose so. I shouldn't get angry so much at him. And yeah, that's a very logical explanation. Yes, he is mischievous, and I cannot believe that he fought with the monkeys. But he did. So there's another case of Radharani doing Maan. I think one of the best ones is when Ras is taking place, and there are so many gopis, thousands and thousands of gopis. In Seva Kunj, which you can go to even today in Vrindavan. And when you go to Seva Kunj, you see it's not a place that can hold a lot of people. Though how did any Ras take place over there? So the explanation is that Shri Krishna is divine, he is God, and he is able to do anything and everything, am I right? But his dham, his divine abode, is also just like him. Vrindavan, divine Vrindavan, is just like Shri Krishna, and that divine Vrindavan that he brings with him to the Vrindavan that's here on earth, and that divine Vrindavan can expand. It can become very, very big, or it can become very, very small whenever it wants. It has the same powers as Thakurji. So when you go to Vrindavan and you go to see where the Maharaj took place, do not become confused, thinking that, that's just fiction, that's just a made-up story. Hundreds of thousands of gopis cannot be here. They cannot. This place is too small. Divine Vrindavan can expand as much as is needed. So Ras was taking place, and with every gopi there was one Krishna, and Radha and Krishna were in the center, surrounded, encircled by the gopis. And suddenly what happened was, as they were dancing, what happened was that Shri Krishna's ear ornaments, the kundal, they got entangled with Radharani's braid. And Radharani's baser, the nose pendant, it got tangled up with Thakurji's banwala, the flower garland. And both of them laughed. Shri Krishna was trying to disentangle everything, and all of a sudden, Kishoriji, she saw her own reflection in his chest. There was a necklace, and there was a huge gem in that. And in that gem, she saw her own reflection. The gem was beautiful, and she saw her own reflection, and she thought, how dare he? He's with me, but he's thinking in his heart there is some other female. So Radharani just walked away from there, marched away very quickly, and she sat at a place quite distant from where he was, and she sat like this with her hand under her chin, and her eyebrows were raised, and her looks were, Sri Maharaj says, the looks that Radharani gave were so angry that these were the same looks as Shankar Bhagwan gives when he's about to destroy the world. So she was looking so angry, and she's gone into Maan. And Shri Krishna is not able to understand what happened. Hua kya? Ab maine kya kiya? अब तो कुछ भी नहीं किया, अभी तो कुछ भी नहीं किया, अभी तो रास चल रहा था, बड़े मजे से हम लोग नृत्य कर रहे थे, अब क्या हुआ? He didn't know what to do, and so he always takes Lalita with him. Lalita, come with me, I don't know what Swamini Ji was thinking. And Lalita went there, and Thakurji is pleading with Radharani, and once again Radharani sees her own reflection, and she says, how dare you? Nirlajj, Besharam, Behaya. She calls him, she says, shameless, you are so shameless. You come to me pleading for mercy, and you bring this other female in your heart? How dare you? And Shri Krishna is thinking, which other female? And Lalita Sakhi is thinking, what is Kishoriji talking about? And then she's very smart. She says, oh, So she covers Thakurji and his chest with her chunari. And now Radharani cannot see the other female, her own reflection. And she looks at Thakurji and she thinks, okay, there's nobody else in his heart. And she embraces him. So Radharani goes into Man very, very frequently. And Thakurji becomes very, very nervous, very afraid. He cries and his eyes become red. And he pleads with her. He takes the help of gopis. But today he thought, I will also do Man, like Kishoriji. And Kishoriji is thinking, I will do Man. And both of them are going to do Man. They're thinking of getting angry with one another without any reason. There was a woman, and her husband was a very good-natured man. And so she says, I don't even know how nice it must be to do Man, because my beloved never makes a mistake, not even in my dreams. So she said, the desire I had to do Man, it was never fulfilled because he never does anything wrong. But here Thakurji is always doing something or the other. And then he begs her for forgiveness. Kshamasva me Parameshwari. I am your aparadhi. I have committed offenses, and I beg you for forgiveness because you are so magnanimous, you are so forgiving, you're so this, you're so that. And Radharani, being innocent, forgives him. But now they're both thinking to do Man. एक अनहोनी बात, हाँ बात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
एक अनहोनी बात, हाँ बात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
एक अनहोनी बात, हाँ बात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
एक अनहोनी,
सब लोग ताली बजाइए, गाइए।
हाँ बात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
दो की अमान ना दो मनाए हो,
दो की अमान ना दो मनाए हो,
दो की अमान ना दो मनाए हो,
दो की अमान ना दो मनाए हो।
तब भई दो रिसगात, रिसगात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
तब भई दो रिसगात, रिसगात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
इमी ओ तब भई दो रिसगात, रिसगात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
तब भई दो रिसगात, रिसगात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
कियो मान सांचे ही तब दोन,
कियो मान साचे ही तब दोन,
कियो मान सांचे ही तब दोन,
कियो मान साचे ही तब दोन।
इमी है गई, इमी है गई प्रभात, प्रभात, अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
इमी हुए गई प्रभात प्रभात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
इमी हुए गई प्रभात प्रभात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
इमी हुए गई प्रभात प्रभात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
एक अनहोनी बात, हाँ बात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
एक अनहोनी बात, हाँ बात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
Now Thakur ji knows that he is doing man without a reason, and Kishori ji knows that there's no reason that she is getting angry, but the other person doesn't know. Kishori ji doesn't know that Thakur ji is getting angry without a reason. Thakur ji does not know the same about Radharani. So they both go off in their own directions, and they both turned away from one another, and they were both sitting down, laughing, and they were very loving towards one another. But as soon as the thought entered their mind, the same thought, they both turned away from one another. And one went this way, the other went that way. And then both of them started waiting. She started waiting for him to come. When will Thakurji come and try to get me out of this state of man? Now, it was an artificial man. She's not really angry. She's pretending to be angry. But Thakurji doesn't know that, so he should be coming. He should come and he should try to speak nicely to me and try to get me out of my anger. And Shri Krishna is also thinking, Kishori ji doesn't know that I'm only acting. Why is she not coming? And they're thinking, well, both of them are thinking, he must be coming any moment now. She must be on her way. She must be coming with the gopis. He must be coming, she must be coming. An hour passed, nothing happened. 2 hours passed, 3 hours passed. No sign of Thakurji or Kishoriji. So the man that was the anger that was only artificial now started becoming real. I'm so angry he didn't come to appease me, to make peace with me. And he's thinking, I'm so angry that Kishoriji doesn't even care. She didn't come. So both of them are now really good and angry at one another. And this is a very unique Leela. It was all artificial, and now as they're waiting, and the whole night has passed, and the Sakhis they don't know what's going on. They don't know what is going on, but Radha and Krishna, they were doing man artificially, and now it's become real. Now they're both angry with one another. Sometimes you are just joking with one another, you're joking with someone, and it's just in jest. Someone says something to you, and you also say something to them, and you're friends, so you don't mind it, and the other person doesn't mind it. But sometimes that escalates, and suddenly the mood changes, and suddenly the same words that this person was saying earlier, now you start getting angry. Earlier it meant nothing, and now it means something. So earlier that person may have said something and you would have taken it as a joke. Oh, you're always saying that. And you're always saying that, oh, it's just fun and games, and all of a sudden you get angry. So sometimes, बनावट करते करते वो सच बात हो जाती है. तो राधा रानी ने तो बनावटी मान किया था, लेकिन अब वो सच्चा हो रहा है. और ठाकुर जी ने भी बनावटी मान किया था, लेकिन अब उनको भी क्रोध आ रहा है, वो मान में चले गए हैं. And it's so funny to think of Thakur ji going into man, because that does not happen, that should not happen. And so now they're both angry at one another, and Radharani was just pretending her raised eyebrows were just an act. Now they are raised in fact. She's really angry. And she was looking angry, but there was no anger inside. Now she's looking angry and she's feeling anger towards her beloved Shyam Sundar. So that's what's going on. And now the Sakhis come in. Let's see what they do. एक अनहोनी बात, हाँ बात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुन, एक अनहोनी बात, हाँ बात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो। सखी न मनावत हारी गई पैर, सखी न मनावत हारी गई पैर, सखी न मनावत हारी गई पैर, सखी न मनावत हारी गई पैर। मरम न जाने, मरम न जाने सकात, सकात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो। मरम न जाने सकात, सकात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो। सखिन हो मरम ना जानी सकात, सकात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो। मरम न जानी सकात, सकात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो। पुनि दो संग ही चले मनावन, पुनि दो संग ही चले मनावन, चले मनावन, चले मनावन, पुनि दो संग ही चले मनावन, पुनि दो संग ही चले मनावन। आप ही आप रिसात, रिसात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुन। आप ही आप रिसात, रिसात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो। एक अनहोनी, एक अनहोनी बात, हाँ बात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो। एक अनहोनी बात, हाँ बात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो। Ordinarily the Sakhis would go and they would plead with Radharani, but today they have accepted defeat because they cannot find out anything, because there's nothing to find out. Maramana na jani sakat, they could not find out what the reason behind Radharani's man is, or why Shri Krishna is, Thakurji is angry. They cannot find out because there was no reason. There's really no reason. So now the whole night has passed. Radharani is angry and she's sitting there waiting for Thakurji to come. Thakurji is angry, sitting at a different place, waiting for Radharani to come. Then all of a sudden, both of them again had the same thought, and that is, I should really go to him. I should really go to her. Both of them again had the same thought at the same time. So they both started to walk towards one another. Because Radharani's love for Shri Krishna is unlimited, and Shri Krishna's love for Radharani is unlimited. How long can they stay angry at each other? And that too without a reason. So it was without a reason, then they actually started getting angry, and then both of them had the same thought that, no, this is not right. I got angry without a reason, so I should go to him, I should go to her. And so they both went to one another, and then everything was resolved. Now the gopi is saying this is very surprising, but Shri Maharaj is saying something else. Ik anhoni baat, haan baat. Ik anhoni baat, Sakhi Sunu.
एक अनहोनी बात, हाँ बात, ओ एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
लखी कृपालु द्वैगात चित्त एक,
लखी कृपालु द्वैगात चित्त एक,
लखी कृपालु द्वैगात चित्त एक,
लखी कृपालु द्वैगात चित्त एक।
अचरज कछु न लखात, न लखात। एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
अचरज कछु न लखात, हाँ लखात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
अचरज कछु न लखात, न लखात। एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
अचरज कछु न लखात, हाँ लखात, एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
एक अनहोनी बात, हाँ बात। एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
एक अनहोनी बात, हाँ बात, ओ एक अनहोनी बात सखी सुनो।
So the gopi is saying to her, a very close friend, a very intimate friend, "O Sakhi, listen to this amazing Leela, that Radha and Krishna both at the same moment had the same thought that, oh, I will get angry with him, I will get angry at her without a reason. And then all of a sudden they both had the same thought that I should go to him, I should go to her. So isn't that amazing?" Jagat Guru Tam Shri Kripalu Ji Maharaj says to the gopi, this is not amazing. This is only natural. You see, Radha and Krishna are one. They have dvaigat, two bodies, but their mind is the same. So they have only one mind. So it's not surprising that they think the same thought at the same time. The Upanishads say, Radha Krishna yor ekasanam, eka buddhi, ekam manah, ekam jnanam, eka akriti. Everything of Radha and Krishna is the same. There's just one mind, one intellect, one knowledge is the same. Everything is the same because after all, it is one personality who has appeared in the world as two personalities so that they may perform pastimes, so that people of the world may delight in those pastimes and find it easier to practice devotion. So one Brahma has become two, and just to fool the world and make everyone believe that these are two, one becomes very fair, the other becomes very dark, one becomes very innocent-hearted, that would be Radharani, of course. One becomes extremely mischievous. One becomes very soft-hearted, and the other shows a lot of Shri Maharaj says very lovingly, the other is stone-hearted. He left the gopis when he was 11 and a half years of age, and they missed him so much, he never went back to them. Again, that's a Leela, but Radharani is so filled with softness, and Thakurji can be quite hard-hearted. So, just to show the world that they are two, they become exact opposites of one another. But if you ask Radharani, do you like fair color? She says, no, I like dark color. And you ask Shri Krishna, you like dark color? No, I like fair color. Shri Krishna, do you like to wear blue because your body's blue? No, I like to wear yellow because Kishoriji's color is golden. And you ask Radharani, why do you prefer the blue color clothes? Because that is the color of my beloved. So she wears Neelambar, blue clothes, blue garments. He wears Pitambar, yellow garments, because he wishes to honor Radharani, who is golden complexioned, and she wishes to honor Shri Krishna, who is blue complexioned. So they complement one another, but they are very opposites of one another. So Shri Maharaj says that it's not surprising that both of them should have the same thought, because the mind is one and the same. Sometimes we see that there are twins in the world and they both think very much alike. You've heard of that, and perhaps, I don't know if any one of you is a twin, but sometimes they're identical twins and they think so much alike. And if one is hurting, the other one may be miles away, but the other one finds out, oh, my twin is hurting right now, whether emotionally or physically. And there is so much connection. So these are just regular humans, regular people. But Radha and Krishna are actually just one personality, because there never were two gods and there never will be two gods. There's just one God. Eko Devaha, say the Vedas. There is one God. But Ananta Nama Rupaya Vishnave, that one God has Anant, unlimited, countless names and unlimited forms. So two of the sweetest forms are those of Radha and Krishna. They complement one another. Their natures are the opposites of one another. They both worship one another. They both serve one another. Shri Maharaj Ji writes, "Do sevak, do sevya paraspar." Radha and Krishna are servants of one another. They serve one another, but so she is served by him, he is served by her. They both serve one another. Do sevak, do sevya. They are servants of one another and they are served by one another. In the realm of pastimes, they give so much bliss, they give so much nectar flows from the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. And so Shri Maharaj Ji says, Braj ras barasi rahyo, braj bithin, gyani binu jane bharmai. The nectar of Vrindavan, nectar of Braj, is flowing freely in the lanes of Braj, land of Braj. And the one who thinks God does not have a name, God does not have a form, that Jnani, the impersonalist, he is deprived of that nectar. He does not taste any of the nectar because he doesn't even believe that God can have a form. And that nectar is flowing, sweet, sweet nectar, sweetest nectar is flowing in the lanes of Braj. Braj ras barasi rahyo, braj bithin. But this ras, this nectar could not flow if there was just one personality. There has to be two, Radha and Krishna. They both perform loving pastimes along with the gopis, and so we have these wonderful pastimes to delight our heart. These pastimes help us, they encourage us to love Radha and Krishna more and more. And we are eternally grateful to Jagadguru Uttam Shri Kripalu Ji Maharaj for giving us Prem Ras Madira. And in the Prem Ras Madira there are 21 sections known as Madhuris. And this beautiful bhajan that we just sang and I explained is from Man Madhuri. in which Radharani does man, but this is a unique composition because in this, Shri Krishna for the first time also decides to do man, and so this is a unique pastime of Radha and Krishna from Prem Ras Madira. बोलिए प्रेम रस मदिरा की जय, जगत गुरु उत्तम श्री कृपालु जी महाराज की
जय,
जय, लाडली लाल की जय, ठाकुर ठकुराइन की जय, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय